I work with Congress quite a bit, and I would say that I'm fairly frustrated with some of the things that are going on back there. But you talk about turning the car around, and I guess what our viewers would like to know is, what are your issues, and how do you intend to get a hold of the steering wheel and turn the car around? Let's talk about some of the things you think you'd like to do back there.
Let's start with the budget, because that is the thing that is on everybody's mind right now. The reason that we're in the problem we are in with our budget and our debt and that type of thing is because the federal government is doing a massive amount of things that it is not designed to do. The 10th Amendment to the Constitution is very clear that the powers of the federal government are very limited and very defined. Mm-hmm. And we have basically discarded that whole concept. We're even going into saying that the government's going to do health care. That has nothing to do with the federal mandate. States, local governments, they can get involved in those things if they want to. If their constituents, if their voters say, yeah, let's go ahead and do something to help out the less privileged, less advantaged people. But the federal government, that is not their role. They have a very specific role to deal with other countries, our defense, interstate commerce, those types of things, setting monetary policy. Those are perfectly fine things for us to do, but what we've done is to take on the role of the states, to diminish the role of the states, and we need to turn that back to the states. I believe that we could actually do with about 80% less federal government, and that's an informed number. I won't go into the details here in the limited time we have, but there's no reason for the government to be involved in health care, with education. There's just a massive number of things that we're doing with the federal government that don't need to be done by the federal government. We need to reduce that. We need to reduce the pay scale on the federal level, not just for the bureaucrats, but for the senators and representatives and the president, those kind of things. All of those things can contribute to reducing our deficit and our debt. There's a lot more we have to do because of the hole we have dug. If we had left things the way they were supposed to be done, we would have never gotten into this problem.